Our next speaker is someone who's known and admired by all residents of Ashraf 3, a great friend in difficult times. I'm happy to invite Colonel Wesley Martin.
Thank you. As I've been watching this video, I've been looking at my friends, my brothers and sisters at Ashraf 3, and picking out all the people I know and all the people I have served together with on the deserts of Diyala province. It is a pleasure and honor to be with you today. Mrs. Rajavi, I also thank you for allowing me to be here today. Special thanks to the law enforcement officers of the European Union, Belgium, Germany, France, who came together as one unit to stop tyranny, and to the Belgian courts for ensuring that justice today prevailed. All of us, especially Mrs. Rajavi, were targets. The NCRI and the MEK are two of the three greatest threats to the Iranian regime. The third greatest threat to the Iranian regime is truth itself. And that's what we came together on that fateful day for that rally, because we came for the four freedoms Americans hold very dear: the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the freedom from want, and the freedom from fear. In the Western world, we have those freedoms, but the people of Iran do not have those freedoms. Terrorism inside Iran, imposed by the Iranian regime, is far hideous than what's exported outside. Those people are living in complete torment and horror, not knowing when their doors are going to be busted open and they're going to end up in prison. The sentences today were very good. One person I know appreciates being condemned for 20 years is Assadi himself, because he knows if he goes back to Tehran, he is going to end up in prison, or he's going to be hanging for having compromised that mission and that notebook that he had with him that compromised cells throughout all of Europe. Appeasement and concessions are not the answer to dealing with the regime in Iran. It requires firmness, and it requires strength, and it requires the same resolve of those law enforcement officers in Europe and the courts in Europe, who have always done the harder right over the easier wrong once they have learned the truth. Our government knows the truth about Iran, and yet today they are still trying to appease tyranny and injustice. I was glad to see the sign that said, declare the MOIS as a foreign terrorist organization. To be a terrorist organization, for the United States State Department to declare, one, it must be foreign, it must have the means to attack US citizens, whether in our country or abroad, and it must have the means and intent on doing it. 2018 proved the MOIS has achieved all three of those requirements. I now call on the American government to follow the example of our European partners, and also follow the example of the Iranian people, who are determined to have those four freedoms I mentioned, and for our government to stand up and do the harder right over the easier wrong. Madam Rajavi, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.